Hey guys, the DJ. Ring that bell, and give me some whistles. Um, as I talk to a lot of people on a weekly basis as we go to the car shows and wherever I'm at. Sometimes I wear my Trump hat, and people will come up and talk to me and say, "Hey, I like that shirt you're wearing, that hat you're wearing." Um, but on the channel here, a lot of people say, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with our economy. It's not collapsing." Um, these are the people that are delusional. Truly, they truly are delusional. If there's nothing wrong with our economy, why is inflation at 3%? Why is why is crime surging across the nation, mostly in blue cities? Why are housing prices and interest rates at all-time highs? Why are at least 22 banks on the verge of failure in the United States? Probably more. There's a lot of merging going on in the banking system just to hide the the banks that are going under, folks. I've talked about that quite a bit. Um, there's just so many red flags out there that unless you're being gaslit by the mass media, which a lot of people believe everything they hear in the mass media, get rid of that M on the mass, and what does it leave you? That definitely makes you one of those. Yeah, what else? I mean, there's just so many things. I mean, it's so evident to me that we're in a collapse here. Car sales that are at all time low. Before the pandemic, the average car price or car loan was $500 a month. It is now at like $750,000, and there's some people out there who are paying over $1,000 a month um, as a car payment. That's ridiculous. That's crazy. Wish I had a car noise here. I don't have a car noise. Um, I mean, there's just everything everywhere you look. There's problems, right? There's problems. Um, it's just a matter of time before some of these bubbles burst, and and maybe why people saying everything is okay is that the stock market. Yeah, stock market's at the all time high too, but you gotta remember that the economy and the stock market are really not attached. They're not one and the same. Um, so the fact that the stock market's surging and there's not a lot of people in the stock market, if you go look, the majority of people, workers in the United States, don't have any money in the stock market. It's your upper class, your 1% people who control the stock market, and as you look around, the rich are getting richer, the middle class is being destroyed. They are becoming the working poor, and the hollowing out of the middle class is well on its way, well on its way. And why do these blue cities, they just keep giving out free stuff, right? They're giving out free stuff to criminals now. For crime violence intervention in Chicago. I did a video on that this morning. We're giving migrants $3,000 to $4,000 a month in subsidy and free stuff in Chicago. It's probably more in New York City. My God, um, New York City just passed $1 billion this year. They're gonna spend $2 billion on housing migrants in New York City. That's crazy. And I've also heard that because of they're using so many hotels in Manhattan, the tourism industry, the prices for hotels in New York City has gone up on top of that because there's just not they're utilizing a lot of hotels that tourists would use for the migrants. So it's look around. Look around. Look at the prices in the grocery store. Today's CPI came out supposedly better. They say, "Oh, well, it's cooling. Inflation is cooling." I think it went from 3.1 to 3.0, 0.1%, and we're supposed to feel good about that. I don't. I don't. I go to the grocery store. I look at the prices of stuff. I remember prices. I remember a liter of 2 liter pop, 99 cents, a buck and a quarter. I was just at Walmart. They were selling it for $1.99, and they thought that was a hot buy. It was discounted from like 2.68. Um, probably bananas. Bananas 40, 50 cents. They used to be 20, 22 cents. Eggs used to be 71 cents before the pandemic. They were down to like a buck 70 not too long ago. Now they're back up to 230, 240. And this is at Aldi's. This isn't even the large or the extra large. These are the large. Just the standard Aldi's eggs. Um and as I look around and they see them giving out free stuff, think about this. How long is it before a person who goes without food um, turns into an animal and will become vicious and will and react out? Probably 3 days, folks. We got a lot of people who can't afford food now. We got a lot of people living in the inner cities of Chicago who are living with crime, poverty, and inflation. And a lot of those people are starting to go without food more and more. And especially, too, I mean, I always tell you guys be prepared. Be prepared. Stock up your pantry. You never know when storms are going to come through. You're going to have a big event, nature event, and your power is going to go out. Talk to the people in Houston and in Florida. They've had hurricanes in the last couple of years, and now they're ending the hurricane season. So Houston got hit hard. 2 million people without electricity. Get yourself a generator. Make sure you have a grill and a couple extra canisters of propane so you can cook. Get yourself some 8 or 9, 10 gallons of water. Get yourself some canned food, some rice, some beans, peanut butter, tuna, you name it. Anything in a can that lasts for 6 months or longer, buy it. Buy it and have it on your shelf because you may be eating that someday real soon. So just wanted to do a vertical live today and talk about and kind of rebut some of the people that keep telling me there's nothing wrong with this economy. Everything is wrong with this economy, folks. If you think nothing is wrong with our economy, you need to get an education in economics. My God, look around, look around. We're gonna see inventory of housing go up. We're gonna see people start having to sell their houses because they're at their end of their financial rope. They've maxed out their credit cards. They've maxed out the any mechanism of free money that they could find. Buy now, pay later. Those are bursting at places like Walmart and the dollar store. People are getting ready to cause themselves huge debt burden. Look around. Look around. Car repos are all-time high. Car sales all-time low. Not a good situation. We're gonna be a lot of free giveaways now as we approach going back to school. I think in the inner city of Chicago, whenever you send your kid to school, they get free stuff. No one ever buys their own school supplies in the city of Chicago. It mysteriously and magically comes from above. Ooh, here comes the Elmer's glue. That never happened when I was a kid. But anyway, this economy is teetering, and be aware and be warned that stock market may be crumbling too here in the next couple of months. At any time, that market can dive, and be prepared. Be prepared. I wrote out 2008, 2009, and it was a tough time. It was a tough time. We'll talk more about that, but what we're going through is going to be, when we're all said and done, it's going to be worse than 2008, 2009. So you folks that can't remember that or were too young to remember that, fasten your seatbelt, folks. It's going to be a wild ride. I promise you that. Like, share, subscribe if you would. This is the DJ from Land Cruiser Midwest. As we end every show, we do a hand slap and see ya.